Hello friends, I am Leo and my YouTube channel is youtube.com/1000lifelessons.com. No.com.
Okay, and I'm Cassandra. My YouTube channel is Worth It Beauty.
We wanted to do a quick video on how to get over your ex because I don't know why, but it seems like it's the season for breakup. So we don't know what's in the air, but chances are if you're watching this, you are heartbroken right now. And we are going to give you some great advice on how to get out of that situation.
Get over it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is what to do when shit hits the fan. I just said the word shit.
Are you allowed to say shit on YouTube?
I don't know. Are you?
Let's go with it.
Okay.
I can put little ducky voice over
Okay.
it.
So what to do when your man or woman breaks up with you?
Well, I think the biggest thing, the first thing is you want to completely avoid what most people do, which is go like obsessive and like try to win them back and be like begging and crying and kicking and screaming like, oh my God, I want you back.
Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is not cute. I did it. It's not cute.
Boys don't like that. Don't do that.
It makes you more unattractive. So don't do it. Don't do it.
Neediness is like...
And that goes for relationships too. Like I learned that the hard way. Like neediness is like you gotta get your shit together because neediness is out, right?
Right.
What guy likes neediness?
I didn't.
So that goes for relationships too. Like don't be needy, and especially when you break up with a person.
Yeah.
Don't be needy.
So when shit hits the fan, the first thing you want to do is have no contact for 30 days. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, 30 days? Like, the person's going to move on. They're going to find somebody else.
Yep.
But you know what? That's not really true. Because if they do move on and find somebody else in 30 days, then they were not worth your time.
Or yeah, it's just going to be like a rebound girl, right?
Exactly.
Or
right?
boy.
So the reason that I highly recommend you don't contact or have any contact for them for 30 days is because there's a reason why the old relationship broke up. There's something that either you or the other person wasn't satisfied with, you know, there was something up there that wasn't right. So what you want to do is you want to try and give 30 days of space for them to kind of forget about the old relationship.
Yeah.
And in that 30 days, you're going to do a lot of cool stuff that we're going to talk about that will help you.
Make you awesome.
Yeah, it'll make you awesome. You'll be happier.
Yeah.
And then on day 31, if like, let's say you do decide to see your ex, then they see you as a whole new person and not the old person that they didn't want to be with.
Or if you're on day 61 like me and don't talk to the person, then you're on your own.
So yeah. So
okay.
The first thing to do was the no contact rule.
For
so
30 days.
Avoid creeping their Facebook and their Twitter
Delete
and Instagram.
them off all social media sites. You're not doing yourself a favor by seeing what he's up to.
Yeah.
Especially if he's like friending these girls and like making statuses and tagging girls and stuff.
Yeah.
Like do yourself a favor and delete him or her off every kind of network.
Yeah,
because
just no contact.
Honestly, it's not gonna make you feel any better. And you're gonna be in your pajamas for 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, and when you creep a person's profile like that, it's like
weird.
You're basically trying to justify to yourself that you're freaking bored and you're not happy with your own life. So you're checking to see if their life is any better than yours. Just don't do that because it
it's just gonna
sucks.
hurt you. And
Just
make you
focus
feel like
on you and not the other person.
So the next thing, after you're in shock and the thing has finally set in and you're like, okay, wow, I'm single again. It's okay for like a week or so to like sit on the couch and eat ice cream and dwell and cry and stuff. But there's only so much of that that's okay before you like literally go insane and crazy and waste your life on somebody that literally doesn't care about you and doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, it's not that they don't care about you anymore, but it's like that ship has sailed, you know that saying? So you kind of got to like move on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Take that little time to like splurge on yourself and feel sorry for yourself. But then as soon as you can, let's get that life back on track.
Yeah, and friends are gonna be like, girl, like it's okay, you can just like eat ice cream for months and like don't worry about it. But literally you gotta worry about it. After a week or 2 or maybe 3 weeks, maybe you were in a relationship for like years and years, like
9 years.
9 years, and you just literally need like a month or 2 to like recuperate and find who you really are and maybe cry.
I took 2 years of eating ice cream, so
okay,
don't feel bad if you need more time.
That's okay, yeah, definitely. But just keep in the back of your mind, like, it's not worth it to just cry over something that already happened.
Exactly.
You know, like don't cry over spilt milk, just clean it up and move on.
The other really important thing that I think you really need to think about and let sink in is the fact that most of us, when we get broken up with or something happens, we kind of take it really personally.
Definitely.
And I think
we can all relate to that. You know, it's
like we
it's
think
not
like
you,
what's
it's
wrong?
me.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they're like, yeah, it's not you, it's me. But honestly, it's like
you like
it's
think
me.
It is me. You're
Yeah.
like, wow, I did something wrong. So honestly, in keeping with that, I think that you're gonna obviously think that you've done something wrong, but that's in the past, and you can't let that control who you are or depict your future. Because if you let that control you, you're never going to move on, not only from that person, but in life. Because you're going to always think that there's something wrong with you. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that you're not compatible with that person, you know?
And, you know, sometimes people have issues. One of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is your spouse or the person that broke up with you. Mm-hmm. Like, the reason I'm saying don't take it personally is because they could be suffering from self-esteem issues themselves.
Totally.
And they would do this to anybody that they were with because they're not happy with themselves.
Yeah.
So them not being happy with themselves, they take it out on the people around them. And it's not just you, it's going to be their job. They're probably unhappy with that whole situation.
Yeah.
They're probably unhappy with their living conditions. Their whole life is just one general unhappy mess, and you just have to happen to be in that zone of that shit that they're going through.
The second thing that we wanted to talk about is that time heals everything. I know when me and my ex-fiance broke up, I was like, you know what, like, I'm never gonna get over him. It's never gonna happen. And after 2 months, I'm like,
You think totally different about it.
yeah, like time
So true.
literally heals everything. You can,
Time is great.
in the moment, like when it first happens, you can be like, oh, like I'm gonna get over him and like it's gonna be fine. But honestly, it takes a while. Like, and time is the only thing you can convince yourself that it wasn't the right thing to do, and you can like go through all these like thoughts in your head about how it wasn't a good relationship and try to get over that person. But honestly, when it comes down to it, it's all about the time. Like they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, but I think in this case, like time just kind of like heals everything, and you realize like you guys weren't meant to be,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Time does heal everything. Mm-hmm. So use that to your advantage and just realize that eventually it'll go away. One cool fact is that they say however long you were dating that person, it takes half as long to fully get over them. So the thing that we should bridge into now is that since time heals everything, one really important thing you need to do is keep yourself distracted while that time runs its course.
Yep.
And
that is the biggest thing. The biggest. Like honestly, without distraction.
It's like this big.
Without distraction, you just sit there and contemplate, and
it just hurts.
It hurts too much.
Exactly,
it hurts
right?
way too much.
So there's a couple of things that we want to talk about. What you should be doing to distract yourself and what you should not be doing to distract yourself.
Totally.
Because there's stuff that's constructive that makes you an awesome, better person, which your ex is going to be jealous of. And then there's other things that make you not so awesome. Things that you should be doing instead of things
the awesome stuff first to make you a better person while you're kind of healing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's get into it.
First thing is you got to keep busy. There's no dwelling on the couch in your pajamas, like looking through Facebook pictures of you guys. It's not gonna get you anywhere. So keep busy. Go out, do things, explore. Even if you're like in your backyard and you're taking pictures or you're going for a walk with your dog, just literally something, anything to take your mind off of it for like 10 minutes, it'll make you feel better. And every day do it for a little bit longer, and eventually you'll go a whole day without even thinking about that person.
Nice.
The next one.
All right, so do cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite thing to do in keeping busy, like, yeah, you could keep busy by doing random stuff, but I think the best thing to do is apply that time that you have towards improving yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that is the hugest thing and the best thing. Because not only are you keeping yourself busy, but you're making yourself a better human being that, you know, they're gonna want back in their life.
Totally.
I'm not saying that that's the way you should go. Don't improve yourself just to get them back, but just take the time to like focus on new hobbies, passions that you found interesting. Like photography was one thing that you were talking about.
Yeah, totally.
Like you kind of neglected that while you were in that old relationship, and now you found some open space and some time to actually work on your skills, right?
Definitely.
I mean, when I got out of my old relationship, I just went full into like blogging and like writing, and I learned so many amazing skills that I wouldn't have had in that relationship.
Yeah.
Because in that relationship it was just about, us and nothing else. We weren't growing or evolving in that relationship.
No, and that's the biggest misconception when it comes to relationships. You gotta kind of like work on each other as much as you work on yourself as an individual. Because if you lose that individuality, your relationship kind of falls apart.
So a couple of things that you can do to work on yourself and keep yourself busy would be, my favorite thing is go to the gym. Like, is there anything that could make you feel better after a breakup?
Because it releases oxytocin. Is that oxytocin?
Either
or
oxytocin
endorphins,
or dopamine or
and it makes
MSG.
you happy.
It does
MSG,
make you.
like, okay, go eat some Chinese food.
I say you work on your physical, your health. Eat healthy, work out, create a plan for yourself to like get your life into like superstar shape.
Yeah.
And then, at the same time, work on your mental aspects, like educate yourself in something new.
Like
if you're thinking about going back,
books or
books are amazing. I learned like 3 things from a book once.
Okay, well, the next thing is going out of your comfort zone. Do it. Seriously, like go climb a freaking mountain or like
do something crazy.
Do something that you wouldn't normally do. Take a course of like public speaking. If you're like, if you have fear of public speaking, or like go climb a mountain or something that's gonna make you like,
or a ladder,
or it's gonna make a different memory, something that you'll remember instead of this breakup, So things that are out
go on a road trip, grab your friends and just totally go on a road trip.
Those are the best, honestly.
Now if you're a guy, this is just gonna be a random thing that has helped me so much, is go and get your motorcycle license. Get yourself a motorcycle, just go have fun.
But be careful, if you can't drive a car, don't bother. Seriously.
If you can't walk, then roll. I don't know. Now, what not to do?
What do
you think you should absolutely not do?
Well, there's one word that comes to mind when you say that, and that's the rebound.
Yeah, rebounds. What's your opinion on rebounds?
Okay, this is it. Okay, so everybody that breaks up, I see them down at the bar. Yeah. Okay? Everybody goes down to the bar after they break up.
It's a pretty sad place to die.
What is it that people are looking for? Are they looking for like
I don't get
somebody to love? Are you looking for some alcohol? Like, what are you looking for going down there?
You're not going to find what you're looking for at the bar.
Especially when you break up with a person to go find yourself.
You're going to be so unhappy
Don't go to the bar. Do not look for a rebound girl or a rebound guy, because that is not going to make you happy. Yeah, it's fun to go with your friends and have a good time.
Yeah, but the people that are going to be... you're going to get hit on a little and it might feel good in the moment, but then you're going to go home at night because you're not going to like any of those people.
No.
And then you're going to miss your ex. So
totally, and
it
then
kind of
it's
works
going to be a cycle, and then you're just going to be
and
like,
most people that go out, you're getting drunk, you're getting wasted, and then you feel like crap the next day. You eat McDonald's, and you just hate your life, and you miss your ex. So it's kind of like that, the opposite of a healthy distraction. So
definitely,
I would avoid it.
Next point. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, so we did touch base on that earlier, but it's such an important point.
Definitely.
And the one thing we should address about not taking it personally, think of celebrities like Heath Ledger, right? He got broken up with. He's the coolest guy ever. He was the Joker in Batman, like Brokeback Mountain. Coolest movie ever. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
I
wasn't allowed to watch it once.
Oh.
Anyways, there's so
even
many
celebrities go through this, and when a person like you and I look at celebrities, we're like, whoa, they have a cool life. They have everything. They have the looks. They have the money. They have the success. Everything. They have cars.
They have the fling. They have everything.
I know,
but yet
still,
they're not happy.
They feel really insecure, and they take it personally when someone breaks up with them.
Totally.
Which is retarded.
Look at like Chloe and Lamar, for instance.
What?
Okay, you don't know them, but for everybody who watches Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know what we're talking about.
Right. I feel so lost, but yeah.
The last thing that we wanted to talk about before this video gets like overly long and you're like falling asleep at your desk is don't always think about the good stuff. Oh my gosh, if I could stress about that.
Why do we do that? We're always like, oh my God, it was so fun. Remember that time? It was like one good time you had.
Out of all the many times.
Think about the bad shit.
Don't think about the good times because it's just gonna get you down.
Yep, exactly. So that's basically the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, please subscribe, like, and comment below.
Yeah, we'll answer
and
like
share this with
questions.
everyone that you think it might help, because I mean, it is the breakup season, right?
'Tis the season for breakups.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll try our best to answer all of your questions.
Yeah.
If you have any,
contact us.
9-year relationship. He's got the advice right there.
All right, we gotta go. We have that pillow fight.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Rock and roll. See ya.
Bye.